Cool. Hoisted by my own petard, because like I have it set up so like I set everything up before going live, because on my management, my streamer bot, I actually have it set up to when it goes to the just chatting screen, it will actually save the current category. It'll save the current category, switch it to just chatting, and then whenever I go to the game scene, it will look at that saved game category and put that as the category. So I kind of have like an auto switch between chatting and gaming. But that only works if I have the category properly set before I go live. Or before I go to, I guess technically it's before I go to a just chatting, because it's like clicking on just chatting is what starts the process to check for the current category and save it. You're back, Twitch crash? That's no problem. We are just getting started. So because we have the second disc, we actually don't have like the intro cutscene and stuff anymore. So alas, all we can do is go into the game. If you don't know what Valkyrie Profile is, I don't blame you. It was a PlayStation 1 game. It only sold, I want to say like 100,000 in America. Even more fun, the Japanese version has differences to the English version, which also has differences between the PSP version. And every time they've re-released Valkyrie Profile, it's been the PSP version. I would implore you, don't play the PSP version. It's just bad. It adds like some crappy CGI graphics for some of the scenes, but it has all of the negatives of the Japanese version. The English version has quality of life enhancements that make gameplay so much smoother, and bug fixes. So like, if we go into our, what is it, our inventory? Or maybe it could just be here. Where's the button? There it is. Sorting. Sorting is something that was added in the English localization. You can't sort in the Japanese version. The only reason that the Japanese version would be better than the English version is for speedrunning. Language is much faster. And also there are some bugs you can take advantage of. Not really bugs, but like skips to save a good bit of time. Save like a minute here and there, which adds up across a speedrun. Now, we are at the beginning, and our goal is to get the true ending, all characters, and all dungeons. Now, because of true ending, we're entering the period of the game where I have to do a lot of things in a very specific order, because we need to get a stat, that seal value. We need to get that to below a threshold at just the right time to trigger a cutscene. And that cutscene is what basically says, hey, you're on the true game, you're on the true ending path. So until we get that cutscene, things are going to be, there's some things I have to do in a very precise order. So I made notes for myself to make sure I wouldn't forget this time. We need to send up both of our characters at the very start before we do anything this chapter. And let's see. So our options are Yume, Ayla, and Lorenta. And what we need is a nimble hero who can swim, march, attack power, resist damage, and defend. Most of those are skills. Hero who can swim is a character attribute. So Yume, being a merfolk, will qualify for that. So I'm going to go ahead and set her up to be sent. As much as I love her, she is one of my favorite casters. I'm going to have to send you off to Valhalla, my friend. So Yume is a definitely. Let's make sure she has the skills. So we need March. Let's go ahead and max that. Classic JRPG vibes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's a PlayStation 1 JRPG, baby. But I feel like its combat system is much better than the ATB system from Final Fantasy that kind of won out in the JRPG wars. And it's really frustrating that I couldn't get some of the cutscenes we're going to have to go through out of the way. It's going to be a little while before I can show off the combat system for people who haven't seen it. But it's much closer to Legend of Dragoon because your characters are mapped to your buttons and you use those buttons to basically have them do an attack. Now, unfortunately, the attack power ability is exclusive to melee characters. So this is sort of one of the first chapters where we start getting requirements that are conflicting. And it's sort of like we can't really meet all of them. Nimble, however, I think we can actually cover. There is a series of items we can give to our characters that will give them an attribute. So this one's perception. I think bandana gives bravery. Yeah, because courage. Bethanus is a special one. So there's a couple characters who have the trait sacrificing, in that they're so selfless they will give their life to save another. Your characters can actually die when you send them up to Valhalla. They can die in the war in Asgard. So if you give them the teachings of Belthanus, it'll negate the probability that sacrificing gives. Amber of Happiness, Angel Lips is negotiation. Pearl of Karula. So I think this one is for swimming. Rabbit's Foot's giving luck. So let's give Sleipnir's Mane. I mean, they're really cheap, so there's no reason not to throw it on them. And just in case, Rabbit's Foot, just why not? Okay, so we'll give that to her. Sleipnir's Mane and Rabbit's Foot. She doesn't need the pearl, but whoever else we send will need the pearl. We'll go ahead and send Yume up. Now, Ayla or Lorenta. So this chapter, we're definitely going to be getting a mix of characters. Ayla is certainly one of my favorites as a Spearmaster. That's why in the little bottom left of the corner, you can see a little animation I made. One fun thing about old games is they tend to have their sprite sheets available. And so I made a little... she has an attack where she throws her spear, and so I replaced the spear with the worm on a string Dreki. Lorenta... Honestly, I think Lorenta would have been perfect to send last chapter, because her husband perished, and the only reason like she joined us was to get to fight Lazar, the one who orchestrated. So I think it would be better if we send her up as well, because her one wish was to join her husband in the afterlife. But I feel like just poetically it makes sense to also send up Lorenta. So let's make sure her skills are squared away. We need to make sure she's got March. and defend. And her hero value is maxed out. How many characters in total are in this game? Ooh, there are a lot. Especially if you consider the post-game. There's a post-game sort of dungeon that's like non-canon sort of thing. You can actually get a lot of characters that are NPCs or enemies onto your party. Let me try to think real quick. So, well, I don't want to spoil for some of the characters we haven't gotten to yet. Let me double check real quick. Give me a page that lists them all and I'll fucking count them. Come on, dude. Come on. What about recruitable characters? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 13 will always be there no matter the difficulty. I know there's some that are only depending on difficulty. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus 8 in... Oh, never mind. Yeah, just plus 8. So 13 plus 8, so 21 characters? And then there's another, like, 5 in the post-game you can get. Which is unfortunate, because a couple of them are pretty cool. It certainly... What makes it even more interesting is... so we have our classes. We have our warriors, we have our archers, we have our mages. Mages are a little bit interchangeable. They don't really have too many differences. They do, technically there is a best mage. Some mages actually are classified as like archmages or high sorcerers, and they actually have a higher base stats. So technically they would be better, but other than that, like, mages all have the same, they're all basically the same. It's just really use whoever you think is cooler for them, because you can teach them any magic. Magic is learned from skill books that you can find or make, so you're not really limited. That and the rabbit's foot. But what gets even more fun is even within the various classes, characters all have different attacks and different attack attributes and different attack patterns and timings. So every character is very unique, which makes it a lot of fun. And it also makes the fact that I'm swapping in, every time I get a new character, I'm swapping it in. Kind of takes me a little bit to get a good rhythm of their attacks. All right. We have sent both of our characters for this chapter. I'm going to save before we do anything else. All right. Next, we need to visit a place before we start working on our recruitments. We need to trigger a very important cutscene. So we are looking for Gerabellum. Gerabellum. Valkyrie. Nope. Not Weeping Lily Mellow. It's Coriander Village. Gerabellum, where are you? It's Lawson. There we go, Gerabellum. Welcome back. Thank you. None of these losers are even worth the trouble. Forget this. I'm going home. Eh? Is that? Hey, what was she like? Was she beautiful? What a fool. She was barely 14. I guess she was kind of cute, but she would have been beautiful. I suppose she wasn't all that special looking, but what? It was just, her hair was silver. When the light struck it, it shimmered like a sapphire. It was so beautiful. Ellipsis.
You still love her after all these years.
Uh-oh. Silver hair?
That's a totally different person. The only thing that's the same is the color of her hair.
Get the feeling someone's a little jealous.
I mean, the girl he was talking about, she's dead.
I'm sure that means she's gonna walk away and just be immature. Nope, she throws a rock. Ouch!
What am I doing? I'm not gonna get all jealous over some total stranger. That's just pathetic.
Thank the gods. You're going to be okay. Please forgive her. She's just a child.
She?
The girl who threw the rock at you was my daughter. Although we're not related by blood. Auntie Dosh.
How are you today, Madame Dulce? We brought today's earnings.
Oh, is that you, Lucian? Thank you so much for your generosity. Oh, this young lady is Meryl. Earlier today, Claire hit her with a rock.
Claire? Claire did that? That isn't like her. I'm very sorry, ma'am. Claire is just a little... What?
What's wrong?
I'm sorry. It's nothing. It is good to meet you, Lucian, was it?
A withered old woman like me can't make it living alone. But I'm able to live like this because Lucian brings me money each and every day. But lately, I've been hearing upsetting rumors. Makes me wonder if my foster children are doing something improper to get the money. They could be stealing!
What do you care why I did it? Fine. I did it because I was jealous. I did it because she was beautiful. I did it because of her silver hair. Claire, you don't know how it makes me feel. Having to share you with her ghost. Egads. Theft from the rich? Well, interesting cutscene. You know, I'm sure, you know, that's the last we'll see of those characters. I think everything's gonna be fine. Let's do our first spiritual concentration.
That little freak Lazard did it? I mean, I can't say I necessarily blame him. But these are runes? It can't be. The 4th and 14th runes, and even the 22nd. These were thought lost forever. His penmanship hasn't gotten any better, that's for sure. I can't tell if he's writing in code or just can't write at all. It is! It's a homunculus! Lazard!
I don't remember.
Didn't you?
I had a list of the voice actors, and then I lost it. So I would have to go over and check IMDb again. But it definitely sounds like her.
You took my homunculus, didn't you? I'd like it back if you don't mind terribly.
Where are we headed? To Flensburg. I should have remade my voice actor list, because I know I did it for Sacrifice, which is another old game I played. But that one is much more star-studded, and it was very easy to put people. I was like, yeah, that's Tim Curry. The guy who did all sorts of things. So I don't have a very good ear on voice actors. Unless it's like Tim Curry, it's hard for me to pick people out. Alright, let's see how well I can do Mystina's voice.
Oh, Miss Mystina? Whatever are you doing wandering around at this hour? Oh, this and that. Basically, I'm consumed with melancholy after a particularly debauched midnight tryst. I'm choking. Anyway, what do you want? Lady Lorenta, she's passed away. Oh, I see.
Mystina is great.
Lazard did it? I mean, I can't say I necessarily blame him.
She's a little bit of a rebel.
God, what a relief. The old bag is dead. Ooh, Lazard, I could just eat you up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Goodness, certainly is chilly today.
Let me go into my giant iron pod. This'll surely warm me up. Ooh, Lazard's Tower. I guess she's going for a spooky stroll.
This entire tower is emitting magical energy. There are some sort of glyphs engraved on the walls.
Yeah, they glow too.
But these are runes? It can't be. The 4th and 14th runes, and even the 22nd. These were thought lost forever.
Not sure how you lose a rune. Seems a little
they've already been
suspicious.
dispelled. If he has the ability to shift such a huge tower into another dimension, just how powerful is he?
I mean, pretty damn powerful apparently. But also very, very, skewed priorities. Jesse's VA, she's voices Jolanda, Lysaria, and... Oh! Oh, I didn't even clock her with that. That's kind of funny. Well, her Mystina voice is definitely much more recognizable than the other two for me. Actually, I think... Gods, what kind of scary stuff does he get up to in these gloomy chambers anyway? I still got time, don't I? Time to find his diary. This is Lizard's... Yoink. His penmanship hasn't gotten any better, that's for sure. I can't tell if he's writing in code, or just can't write at all. A man-made life form? A featherless biped! It is! It's a homunculus! Huh. I didn't know he was into little girls. Why else would he make this... accurate right down to the naughty bits? Alright. In this one instance, Lizard isn't that bad. There's... At least he's not into that. That's not why it'd be that way. Ooh, that perv. How can he leave this sick thing lying around for decent girls like me to find? I didn't come all the way here in spirit form for this. This is way more information than I needed. Lizard is still a very bad guy. Dude's killing a lot of people and things for his experimentation. But, oh, I know. I mean, he has a Philosopher's Stone. And if you've seen Full Metal Alchemist, you know what goes into a Philosopher's Stone.
Well, this might be useful for a practice autopsy at least.
Oh, Mystina. Lizard. Since when did you become a dirty peeping Tom? Thank you for your head pats. Excuse me. I'm most definitely not a peeping Tom. Long time no see. Want a drink? So how'd you get so powerful anyway? Just zone of truth him. Mystina likes astral projecting, so she's pretty good at detecting things. A magic question right off. You haven't changed a bit. Lizard, you did her in, didn't you? I'm sorry. Alright, I'll tell you. You're the one who hasn't changed. Whatever, get to the point. The Philosopher's Stone. I found it. What? Well, figuratively speaking, I did. More apt description of the stone would be a 10 billion page codex. It's not as if all the world's knowledge is suddenly yours after obtaining it. It must be read. Ellipsis. By the way, I have a favor I'd like to ask. A favor? Misty, you took my homunculus, didn't you? I'd like it back, if you don't mind terribly. Oh, and I don't want to seem as if I'm just demanding it back. I might be willing to compensate you with something. I didn't know you had such scandalous fetishes, Lizard. Please, ask of me whatever you like. Very important thing to me. Oh, all right. Well then, I'll go first. What I want is information about Beefroost. Bifrost, the Rainbow Bridge? Right. The single connection between Asgard and Midgard. I'd like to stand atop the summit of Yggdrasil where it is said that Odin hung as he received his wisdom. The only thing that can satisfy your wants and desires is knowledge, Somehow I'm not surprised, Misty. What? Are you saying you're any different? At least I don't have a Lolita complex.
Reality is so boring. I'd choose.
Fucking just gonna let that one lie, Lazard.
Didn't mean I'd never stop dreaming.
This road. It's called the Rainbow Road. The road to where you go. The Rainbow Bridge from Super Mario Kart. Oh, finish the arts? Okay. Maybe after the cutscenes, I can check for it wherever you might have. Wow, I didn't think you said this was gonna be done like Monday. I hope you haven't been working too hard. Jeez. Don't worry, she's just sleeping. I wonder what she's dreaming about. She certainly is cute. If she were to grow up, she'd be quite the beauty. Lazard over here just like, yeah. Man, it's getting, It is said that the Rainbow Bridge is in the forest of the World Tree. Where the elves live? That's right. What? That can't be. Oh. Really? Oh, those elves piss me off. Who do they think they are anyway? They never leave that damn forest and keep totally to themselves. I wish they'd all just crawl into a hole and die somewhere. Oh my, that would be very bad indeed. Oh yeah? Why? You know what the elves are responsible for, don't you? Yeah, they protect Yggdrasil. I know, if the World Tree were to wither and die, so would the world. Indeed, most people don't know that. I don't know about you, but I paid attention in theology class. Just listen to me, please. During the process of development on my homunculi, I learned something very interesting. Something interesting? The gods require elves to walk upon Midgard. In so many words, they are the vessels of the gods. Yeah, and? To get further to the point, elves themselves can be considered gods. Thank you for the stretch and hydrate. Also, I have demonstrated that children can be born between humans and elves. No way! No, it's true. In fact, Odin himself is a half-elf. What proof do you have? You know the tale of the time Odin gained the throne of the gods, yes? You mean the creation myth? Yes, I suppose. After the Great War, Odin ascended to the throne of the gods. But the world was left a blackened husk, and no life remained on it. So Odin created the second race of man. That is why he is called the All-Father. You're boring me to death, Lizard.
Odin used to be a rather weak god indeed. So then, how did he manage to become Lord of the Gods? Did you never wonder that, Misty?
Well, now that you mention it,
Oh.
Humans are incomplete beings. Gods, then, can be considered the final evolution of man.
Alright, alright.
In other words, gods do not grow, but are static. However,
Okay, so gods are static,
Odin was different
but
because
humans...
he's a half-elf.
Humans have infinite capacity.
that's right. Because Odin's divine blood was mixed with mortal, he has the ability to grow, just as we humans do.
Ooh.
Combining the finest traits of all beings, Odin was finally able to secure the throne.
The secret to his success. The fusion of god and human.
Now
yeah.
this is where it gets interesting.
Zard is such a smug
Gods
bastard.
use the vessels we call elves to travel through Midgard to protect the world tree.
You're repeating yourself, Lizard.
Listen well, Misty. It's possible to transfer human souls into elves. There it is, conclusive proof that gods and human souls are roughly equivalent beings.
So you're talking about moving souls from one body to another?
Alright, alright. What
Do
you cooking,
know
Lizard?
What my homunculi are crafted from?
They're half-elf, half-human.
Correct. My homunculi are essentially half-elves.
Uh-huh.
If I were to shift my soul into the body of a homunculus, might I not become a god?
Fucking Lizard. Interesting. One easy step to become a god. Well, that's about it. At any rate, it would be pointless to move the homunculus now. I no longer have anywhere to store it. I shall come to call again another day. When the fantasy differentiates humans from other races. Yeah, it's certainly interesting to ponder, especially when it's like gods versus humans. I can't go somewhere as flesh and blood. It certainly is freeing to just break away and travel in spirit form. The ability to completely transcend space is definitely the plus of this condition. Misty, can you hear me? I have ambitions beyond becoming a god, you know. If I am able to refine magics that will allow me to seal a divine being within a homunculus, I will be able to challenge even the gods themselves. And at the same time, I will make the goddess I love my own. Is it not almost too good to be true? Seems like it definitely influenced Tales of Symphonia at some capacity. I haven't actually played any of the Tales series. I'm trying to remember other things that Tri-Ace has worked on. Because the Valkyrie profile has definitely been a franchise they've kind of left to the wayside compared to, I think it's Star Ocean has been their big one they've constantly been doing. They've done a few other things. Zod. Misty, you shall have the sleep you so desire. Dream your dreams somewhere other than this plane. That is all I care about. Does this not satisfy you? Uh-oh. She's in the box! Spell so serious, the game goes CGI. It's time for Misty to chill out. Your existence was a bit of a threat to me, I must admit.
Would you care to journey with us?
Me? With you?
Yes. Also, if you should join us, it may be possible for you to research Bifrost and Yggdrasil.
Fine. I'll come with you. I mean, it's not as if I really have any other choice, do I?
Indeed.
You've been conscripted.
And you don't have to tempt me with stupid promises either. Besides, it might be fun to haunt that little freak.
Fucking... Ooh! Just Ghost Mystina popping out of a bookshelf in front of Lizard. Boo! Gotcha! It's kind of... It is a little bit weird that we recruit her, because... Unless I'm misremembering. Let me double check. Never mind. It looks like she can be sent, but she takes a lot of work. Prideful, egotistical, narcissistic. That will hopefully tide us through the sad times that Valkyrie profile is going to serve us. We got a couple more characters to get this chapter.
Even the kids are worrying about me now. What's wrong with me lately? I don't want to be left alone again.
They've sent half the army! It hurts! I don't want to die! Lucian! You can't just leave me!
Oh, hey. We're headed back to Gerabellum. Huh. Also, in regards to the hognose sippy gifts, I do have a bunch of little gifts on the hydrate. I had a sound effect for a second, but it was kind of... I didn't like it, so I took that out. I've been thinking of something else, just so I have like an audio cue whenever hydrates and stretches happen. Because sometimes, you know, depending on what's going on, I may miss them for a bit. But let's see what's happening in Gerabellum. Hey, maybe we'll run into those two characters we saw in that cutscene. Maybe. What happened? Oh, it's nothing. I'm just thinking.
Even the kids are worrying about me now. What's wrong with me lately?
How much did we take in today? 220, 221, 226. It's like $230. Wow, I'm so talented. Oh, give me a break. Everyone did great today. You can't make this kind of money working by yourself. Get you that food. You're late, guys. You guys gotta get out of here. Didn't you hear what happened to Baron? Huh? That idiot picked a nobleman's pocket. They caught him, and then they tortured him to death. No way. Sorry, kid, but it's for real. His body's hanging from a post in town. It's horrible. That ain't all. Worst part is, since he messed with the nobility, they sent the whole army to wipe out all the thieves in the slums. Ah? You gotta get out of here. The thief hunt is just a pretense to wipe out the slum dwellers. It's complete madness. They're killing people right and left. What are we gonna do? What about Rusty? He just went out there. He's still alive. You'll find him. Me? I'm getting out of here. I hear they're coming this way. Let's use the back door. But what about the kids? I'll take care of them. You go on ahead. But we'll meet up in the woods outside town. It'll be more dangerous if we go together. Please go. But the kids trust me most. That can't be helped now. All this for a few measly pickpockets? They sent half the army! I don't want to die. Can't kill me. Ah, shit, you killed me! Damn it. I've made it this far. Wasn't that enough? Why? Why? I don't want to be left alone again. I just don't know what I should do. What are you talking about? No way am I gonna run off and leave you here! Oh. A long time ago. She died first and left me alone. If that happens again... I told you, I'm not going to leave you! I'm sorry. All these children.
Who are you?
I am the one who chooses souls.
The Soul Chooser. I mean,
You're
Valkyrie.
A Valkyrie? But you look just like...
Do you not wish to come with me? You have earned the right to join the Einherjar.
But what about Claire? I can't just abandon her.
You're kind of dead, dude.
If that is how you feel.
Oh. Certainly glad it's left implied, but it's another situation of be careful what you wish for. Oh. Let's see, I think there is something for us to go back in and get. I don't remember, so that's why I saved. I don't want to waste the period. We're going to be pretty tight on time. Yep. And the city is now changed, as it is burned out. Where is it? Alright, I thought wrong. That's what I get for thinking. Alright. Let's check for our dungeon. Let's keep checking, make sure we get all our dungeons and characters. And then we'll do our one last thing we absolutely have to do. Let's see, what dungeons are in this chapter? Survey says Citadel of Flame. Interesting. That is actually one that has a bug I can point out, as far as a difference between Japanese and English locales.
What does red look like? Even born. Where's Daddy?
Well, we are going to some grim, bloody scenes for these last couple characters.
We'd be better off without you, little witch!
Headed back to High Lawn. Alright, what does not Japan have for us this time? Please forgive me. My power was not enough. Not enough, you say? How many men have died after being driven mad by your song? We'd be better off without you. Can't you understand that? Little witch!
A hero's death is the greatest honor a man can attain. Shiho, you are our inspiration. Your song makes men into warriors with no fear of death.
I don't think so.
And brings our nation great honor. So please don't let the words of that foolish woman upset you.
I don't know how it got stuck on just chatting. Thank you for pointing that out. I'll fix that again. I need to look into my programming. Oh, no, that doesn't make sense. Oh, look at my Miss Nil. We are currently going through the tragic stories and recruiting our characters for this chapter in Valkyrie profile. Listen, the melodious throbbing of my life's sacred rhythms. That's one way to put phrasing of singing. The Hylan army is even stronger than the rumors said. That singer transformed their warriors into fearless berserkers. As long as that songstress draws breath, we have no hope of victory. The song. It stopped? Panic is spreading through the enemy troops. I didn't say to stop singing. Sing! I said to sing! Sing, woman! Oh, that's fucked up. Translators took quite a liberty. I don't understand. Why did you stop singing? Red. What does red look like? That you can't see? From birth, I've been destined for life as a song maiden. The gods gave me no light, though. Perhaps they grew tired of giving it. Yet is my desiring it such a terrible thing? You gave up singing. What would be your desire? Death. Swole. I'm glad the blind woman is able to perfectly follow along beside him. We have the enemy's song maiden. Quite beautiful. Yes, but... Oh! Why? Even her companions abandoned her fighting spirit. And all that? Swole. Have her charms enchanted you, then? That woman has led many of your compatriots to their deaths. But... Firelink Maiden? Doesn't ring a bell. Alright, so that's 3 characters. I think that's all the characters for this chapter. Cave of Oblivion. Alright, we always get one of those. So we have the Citadel of Flame. Probably be the first one I jump straight into. Because I know I'll forget the bug elsewise. Ooh, the Archdane Ruins. That is an interesting spot as well. Yep. Alright. That is all of our discoveries for this chapter done. So, we have... We adjust our party. So we've got caster, melee. So we can put Lucian in. We also want to get our casters in. The question is, let's put in this. I like Shiho. I think she's a fine caster. But first, let us get our characters set up. So we want... Is it the emerald necklace? Yes. Who else has an emerald necklace? Arngrim did. Oh, we're gonna need to remove that dimensional slip. We'll give her 2 emerald necklaces. And we are going to level her up. So, one of the things about being in hard difficulty is all characters start at level 1. But you get this basically general XP pool through various events. Excuse me, that snuck up on me before I could hit the mute button. And with this general pool of XP, we can just generally distribute it to our characters, giving them some levels. I want to get her to level 5. Bam. Alright, so that should be plenty for her to learn. I'm going to get that. Weight reaction. Casters also really should have magic power. So max that out. Hit the snooze button on sneeze. I feel very blessed. Thank you all very much. Alright, so fight. Eventually we're gonna max out their traits, but for the initial round where they'll actually be having battles, we want to make sure they have some of the health and defense stats up first. Alright, get that first aid, auto item, automatic phoenix down, weight reaction. Good. Now you see, I'm using these ruby necklaces, these emerald necklaces, because it gives more, points per level. So there's no reason not to. Magic bangle, fairy earring. So just for this initial 5, and I'll probably leave 1 emerald necklace on Lucian, and maybe the other one on Shiho, perhaps. Pizza in the oven? Nice. What kind of pizza? Need to give her... Let's start this 10,000. Then it's going to be what? Another 7,000? Yeah, it was another 7,000. Alright, so we get Mystina set up. Survival. Fight. Magic power. Void, defend. Get survival up. Set up. Set the weight reaction. Auto item, first aid. Phoenix down at 100. And we're also going to need to take a minute to get everyone some good equipment. Lucian. Good shit. Learn first aid, auto item. Splash. Need attack power. Don't really need hits. Fight is good. Need survival. Oh, thank you for the boops. Welcome on by, Chibi Geek. Hoping you're having a good weekend. Set him up with the first aid and the auto item. Phoenix Downs, as always, and we give him the splash. Alright, now equipment. So Valkyrie is in a fine situation. Lucian, I'm gonna give him a bracelet of Zoe because he needs health. And then, honestly, I think I'm gonna keep an emerald necklace because there is a lot of points for him to spend as a melee. Doing some drawing and listening to Sleep Token. Very nice. Everyone's having a very creative weekend. That's good to hear. I hope all the arting goes swimmingly. Alright. We want a weapon that does 3 hits, that's for sure. Might want to just divine some new weapons. A Radiant Sword. Lightning Edge. This one is a lot cheaper than the Holy One. Let's just give him the Palask. Dual Helm, Breastplate, Dual Gauntlet, Dual Greaves. Move one of those. Put the other one on Shiho. Hero Collides. I think that's good. How does Mystina? Mystina, you need... do that and an emerald necklace. You don't have very good equipment. Well, the crystal wand is better. Okay. Spells. We need to make sure our character or casters have good spells. Dark Savior, Mystic Cross, Sacred Javelin. Let's do Mystic Cross, because that is one of the best spells in the game. Shiho, what do you have? Might Reinforce, Guard Reinforce, Invoke Feather, Heal, Normalize. She doesn't have any combat, so we need to teach her something. Also, Mystina does not have Heal, so we need to get Heal to Mystina, and a combat spell to Shiho. I think we have an extra Mystic Cross. We'll give that to Shiho. Yep, we have an extra Mystic Cross. Good shit. And then we want a heal. Alright, resist damage. Oh, fuck me. We should have learned that and gave it to our characters we sent up to Valhalla at the beginning of the game. Oops. We're kind of getting into... Alright. A little rough. I need to set a combat spell for Shiho. There we go. Now we save. Now we have one more important scene to check real quick. And we'll probably just do a little bit of combat so our characters get some XP. These first few, right now they're pretty far behind the level curve. We need to get them up because levels matter a lot in the damage calculus. Alright, we need to go... Very awkward. So last time we visited the Brahm's castle, we mostly just looted it. Because there is someone we meet at the very end. And we needed to wait until now to do that.
Dark forces are at work here.
Mystic cross. Ha! Ah! And take this.
Yeah, Lucian is one of the best characters in the game. Because of his third attack. He just, for whatever reason, shoots like a lightning bolt. And it does like 12 rapid hits. So he's basically press Lucian, receive charged gems or XP crystals. Absolutely bonkers. So I'm not sweating it on our situation.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
Ooh, we got a succubus over here.
Mystic cross. Ha! Yeah! Ah! And take this.
Take this! Shining finger!
I fight for truth, but now I will also fight for myself.
Dampen magic, nice. Always nice when we get extra spell books, because they tend to be transmutable. I took a wrong turn. Damn it.
To my side, my noble
Oh, thank you for the head pats, Rena. Hope you're having a good weekend.
These freaks look like trouble.
Ah! And take this.
I like how Mystina's familiar is a little bat.
Mystic cross.
That's adorable.
Yeah! Ha! Ha!
That bat sure be flapping to stay in the air compared to Shiho's little parakeet. Alright, so I took a wrong turn, went to the wrong tower. I'm gonna go down. 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 We need to be in like the third row. It's not here. Just freeze him. One of these doors hopefully it'll lead us up to... Not there. What about here? Alright, so we go up to... Are you having fun with Valkyrie profile? Absolutely! I always have fun with Valkyrie profile. It's just when I skill issue and delete and overwrite my saves is when things are frustrating. All right. We're gonna save just in case I press the wrong button here. I assume you are prepared.
I don't suppose that you've come to finish things with me.
What?
Valkyrie, what has happened to you? Do you not remember me? Let alone your own sister?
Wait, you're my own sister? What are you saying?
What can Odin be thinking? He manipulates you as does a puppeteer his marionette.
Ah!
Don't move. I always believed that you would be the one to fill my cold, empty heart.
There are way too many people who apparently have a thing for Lenneth.
You do not have the strength to defeat me. We shall have to leave our conclusion for another time.
What is this overwhelming energy? Is equal to that of Lord Odin's. Ah! I wonder what that was about. I'm sure it's nothing. Brahms, you can beat him, but you basically get the same cutscene where things fade away. It is a very hard fight as well. Basically an endgame battle situation. And he will fuck your party up. Now, we've got the Archdane Ruins and the Citadel of Flame on the docket. I want to check out the Citadel of Flame first. Oh, I should have used one of those battles to heal now that I think about it. Whoopsie. Alright. This dungeon has some really annoying gimmicks. Really annoying gimmicks. Really annoying gimmicks. Really annoying gimmicks. Oh! Get used to this. Pizza acquired. Nice. Nom 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 nom. Thankfully, even though we took all that damage, all that chip damage, heal is a percentage. Rib Forager. Yeah, all the fire just kind of boiled away all the lubrication on that hinge. It's all squeaky. Alright, now our characters are at mostly full HP. Rib Forager, honestly, that's a pretty cool enemy name. I gotta hand it to that guy.
And take this.
Wow, I fucked that up. Hey, he fainted.
Damn. Platina. Valkyrie.
Stretch, alright. Ugh, stretch and hydrate. Ugh. Alright, let's get this other Rib Forager. Man, I am fucking up my combos today. Nope, yep. I might need to spend some XP getting those characters a bit more high leveled. Oh, I'm out of Phoenix Downs. Oops. Alright, I've made a mistake.
And take this.
Damn, is chunking even Valkyrie?
And take this.
See, if I can time it right and knocking them in the air when Lucian does his little lightning bolt,
Get thee hence. Oblivion awaits
they
thee.
give us tons of delicious stuff. Does Shiho no invoke feather? She does. Alright, so next round we revive. Honestly, actually, I think we need to go with 3 frontline. I think I'm being a little too aggressive having all 3 of our new characters in. Especially with one of them being a caster. Like, she's getting mulched.
What? This dark force. It's...
Mystic
Fuck him up, Shiho! That did bring them low, but they're not dead.
And take this.
Oh, the anti-synergy.
Damn. Platina. Valkyrie.
Alright. I think we jumped the gun. Go ahead and get the fuck out of here. Let's reconvene with a better strategy. I dropped the ball there, that's for sure. Alright, so let's remove Emerald Necklace. We'll give it to her. We will swap let's Arngrim or Ayla. Let's do Arngrim. We need to get his levels up a little bit. He's starting to fall behind. We need to give him the Power Bangle and a Bracelet of Zoe. Bracelet of Zoe, Emerald Necklace. Alright. He's good. Right. Now we need to rest. Bring our characters back up. Let's do a low save. An emergency save. Just in case we really messed up. Alright. Now that we have 3 melee, and actually should put Arngrim in the very front, now that I think about it. So I think the very front is most likely to be attacked. Oh, I could change... Fuck me. I thought I could only change party members outside. Well, now I feel stupid. I hate that. Fuck! I knew there was gonna be an enemy there, and I ran right into it.
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
No mercy.
All right.
Ha! Ha! Ah! Huh. And take this! Ha!
Yeah! Ha!
Well, at least he's fainted.
Mystic Cross.
Ha! Ha!
Yeah!
Huh. Ha! And take this!
Ha! Ha!
Let's check out Lucian's
Grant me power!
limit break real quick.
Finishing strike! Round rip saber!
That's okay.
A single blow from me is death.
Single blow from me is death. Hey yo, Lucian,
Yeah!
you gotta work on your phrasing, buddy.
And take this!
I think we need to swap up Lucian's attack pattern.
I fight for
His
truth,
first attack
and
is
now I
knocking
will
them
also
really
fight for
high up in the
myself.
air. I think we need to have him go his second attack first. I think that will make him synergize a lot better. Let's do slanting blow, then shining bolts. Let's see how this does it for
To
him.
my side, my noble Einherjar.
Dark forces are at work here.
Ah! And take this! Ha! Ha!
It shall be
Fuck 'em.
engraved upon your soul.
We'll just kill this guy.
Divine assault.
Nothing says fuck you like conjuring a giant spear,
Viva Lang Valesti!
infusing it with holy energy, and throwing it down in them.
Is it over?
Is it over? You tell me, Valkyrie. You're the one that fucking pinned him to the ground. Oh, come on!
Ha! Huh. And take this! Ha! Ha! Valkyrie, grant me power! Finishing strike! Round rip saber!
Yeah, I should have used Arngrim.
What power?
It's not doing a lot of damage,
I grow tired of
mostly because he's level 5.
finishing strike. Final blast.
Look at all those explosions. That's how you know Arngrim means serious business. Ow.
And take this! Ha! Ha!
Alright.
It shall be engraved upon
Combat
your
is
soul.
going to be a little janky.
Divine assault.
This is a hard synergy. Arngrim, Lucian, and Valkyrie.
Valesti.
So whenever we do our first Lucian, I think we need to wait a beat before using his second attack. I think Arngrim we can just mash. Valkyrie
This
maybe
power.
can just
If only
mash.
I gained it earlier, I could have.
Need you to live! Live!
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
Alright, we got 4 fuckers. That's not very good. Alright, we'll open up with a heal.
Heal.
Optic Blast. Well, that didn't turn out very good.
Not even close.
You're too slow.
And take this!
Ow. Rude. What the fuck is going on here? Why, Shiho? Why can I not target the front character? Hey, Bonner Kiss, welcome on by. Let's just fuck them all up with Mystic Cross. Get him! Get him! I'm trying! I'm trying! They keep stealing all my ribs! My delicious, delicious baby back ribs. Take a little Nad figure problem and say thanks for that. Get you that rejuvenating E. Normalize naps, alright? Naps are amazing.
Mystic Cross.
And take this!
I didn't time that right. I was trying to get him in the air so we can juggle out a whole bunch of crystals.
And take this!
Ah, we didn't get the crystals! Fuck you, cheapskate. Give me your delicious experience.
Well, my Einherjar.
And we're getting a whole bunch of S-stocks. Taking an entire armory from them. So, we could go down. Wait, hold on. I messed that up. Is it there? No! I was trying to show it off! I was trying to show off cool tech!
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
And I fell on an enemy, and they attack first. Ow. Rude. Rude. Alright, Arngrim's kind of getting fucked up. We got the Necrophiliac. I have concerns. I think this is a problematic enemy. You gotta make sure none of us die on this guy.
And take this!
Wow, they are doing a lot of damage. I do not like that.
And take this! Ha! Ha!
Alright, that guy's dead. We'll have Shiho heal again. Because goddamn. Actually, with Lucian, it's pretty consistent to be able to get back-to-back spells. just juggles all of the charge crystals out of them. As long as we let them lie on the ground. But I would like to get the XP crystals, because if I can get them to like level 10, I feel like things will start smoothing out.
Yeah! And take this! Ha! Huh. Ha! Ha!
Oops. Knocked him right over the blade. Rude. Perfect. Alright, so we want Shiho to revive him. Because we are out of Phoenix Downs. I forgot to make some more. But also, characters don't get experience unless they are alive. So, you know... Yikes. That's a little bit of revenge. Always glad when you can overkill.
Get thee hence. Oblivion awaits thee.
At this point, we're gonna have enough S-stocks to make our own army. Another battle? What the fuck did we fall into?
To my side, my noble Einherjar.
Oh shit. 3 casters.
Please save me.
We might actually party wipe.
It cannot be.
Fuck me, dude. Alright. We have to reload.